The curtain of Monday rose, revealing a stage illuminated by anxiety. It wasn't just any Monday, but the day of the big reveal. The list of nominees for the Golden Globe Awards. For the entertainment world, it was as if time stood still, each breath suspended in anticipation of the announcement. And for lovers of pop music, the tension was palpable, almost musical. Behind the scenes in Hollywood, whispers and speculations danced in the air. Over recent years, the line separating the music stage from the silver screen and television had become increasingly blurred. Singers, once admired only for their voices, were now winning hearts with their acting. The multifaceted talent of these artists was undeniable, and the Golden Globe, one of the biggest stages of recognition, beckoned the possibility of consecrating yet again this transition. The most talked about names. They were secrets whispered in online forums, headlines flashing on news websites, fervent guesses in coffee shop conversations. Ariana Grande, with her angelic voice and a growing talent for acting, was one of the strongest bets. Selena Gomez, with her undeniable charisma and versatility that allowed her to move between comedy and drama with the same ease, was also among the favorites. But as in any great symphony, there was a growing crescendo of uncertainty. Rumors collided with predictions, and the truth remained hidden, awaiting its moment to be revealed. The internet buzzed, fans crossed their fingers, and the entertainment industry held its breath. Morning advanced slowly, each minute stretching like a suspended note in the air, until finally, the master of ceremonies would raise his baton and the melody of instructions would begin to play. What did destiny have in store for Ariana, Selena, and the world of pop music at the Golden Globe? The answer was just one announcement away. The morning silence was broken by the flood of notifications. The Golden Globes list, finally revealed, hovered on phone and computer screens around the world. For many, it was just another list of names, but for a legion of fans, each name represented hours of dedication, talent, and dreams. And then, the surprise. Amidst the Hollywood veterans, two familiar names, two icons of pop music, shone with intensity: Ariana Grande and Selena Gomez. The confirmation echoed like thunder across social media. It wasn't a rumor, it wasn't speculation. It was official. Both, with consolidated music careers, had been nominated for the Golden Globe in the category of Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy or Musical. A feat and a half, a validation of talent that many already suspected, but which now received the seal of approval from the industry. The internet, already buzzing with anticipation, exploded in a wave of joy. Fans of Ariana and Selena, united by a shared love for music and now for the big screen, turned the news into a global event. Hashtags surged to the trending topics within minutes. Screenshots of the list of indications were shared incessantly, each accompanied by messages of pride and admiration. They deserve so much. Finally, the recognition. My pride can't contain itself. The comments flooded the networks, creating a wave of positivity and celebration. It was more than just an indication. It was proof that talent transcends barriers, that an artist can shine on different stages, that effort and passion are rewarded. The joy was palpable, the energy contagious. For the fans, it was as if they themselves had won the prize. The journey up to that point had been long, filled with challenges and triumphs. And now, at the peak of their careers, Ariana and Selena saw their names engraved in the history of the Golden Globe, side by side with the biggest names in entertainment. The initial surprise gave way to overwhelming joy, a collective celebration of a historic moment for pop music and female talent. The game had changed, and now the world eagerly awaited what the future held for these two rising stars in the acting universe. The buzz surrounding Wicked was deafening. Since the first trailers, the film adaptation of the acclaimed Broadway musical promised to be an event. But even with all the expectation, Ariana Grande's performance as Glinda, the Good Witch, managed to surprise. The narration takes us behind the scenes, revealing Ariana's deep immersion into the world of Oz. She didn't just sing the iconic songs with her unmistakable voice, but also embodied the essence of Glinda. From the spoiled young student to the compassionate and powerful figure she becomes, the narrative explores the challenges the actress faces in balancing the comedic lightness with the moments of vulnerability of the character. Ariana spent months working with a vocal coach to adapt her technique to the style of the musical, ensuring that every note conveyed the right emotion. She also dedicated herself to studying Glinda's history, looking for nuances in her personality that would make her more human and relatable. The imaginary camera wanders through the grandiose sets of Wicked, showcasing the dazzling costumes and visual effects that transport the audience to a world of fantasy. The narration highlights the chemistry between Ariana and her co-star, Cynthia Erivo, who plays Elphaba, the Wicked Witch. The friendship and rivalry between the two characters are at the heart of the story, and Ariana's performance helps create a complex and exciting dynamic. The nomination for the Golden Globe was not only a recognition of Ariana's talent, but also a validation of her dedication and passion for the project. The narrative emphasizes the cultural impact of Wicked, a musical that celebrates individuality, friendship, and the importance of fighting for what one believes in. Ariana's performance as Glinda is a gift to the fans of the musical and proof that she is so much more than a pop singer. She is a complete artist, capable of shining on any stage or screen. While the spotlights shone on Ariana and her magical role in Wicked, Selena Gomez walked a different path, equally illuminated, but carrying a palpable dramatic intensity. Emilia Pérez, the bold and innovative musical, had secured a Golden Globe nomination for Best Film Not in English Language, a remarkable feat celebrating cinematic art beyond Hollywood's borders. In this film, Selena gave her all to the character of Jessie Del Monte. Jessie was a complex woman, marked by emotional scars and stifled dreams, who found in music and dance a way to express her pain and hope. Selena didn't just play Jessie, she lived her. She dove deep into the character's psyche, understanding her motivations, fears, and aspirations. Selena's journey to bring Jessie to life was arduous. She spent months deeply studying the script, working with vocal and dance coaches to hone her singing and dancing skills. But the real challenge was finding the character's emotional truth, connecting with her vulnerability and transmitting it authentically to the audience. And she succeeded. Selena's performance in Emilia Pérez was a whirlwind of emotions. At times, she was fragile and vulnerable, at others, strong and resilient. Her voice, laden with melancholy and passion, echoed in the hearts of the spectators, touching their own wounds and hopes. The chemistry between Selena and her co-stars, Zoe Saldana, Carla Sofia Gascon, and Adriana Paz, was undeniable. Together, they formed a powerful quartet, whose voices united in harmony to tell a story of love, loss, and redemption. The Golden Globe nomination was a recognition of the individual talent of each one of them, but also of the strength of teamwork and the magic that emerges when artists come together in pursuit of a common vision. Before even being nominated for a Golden Globe, Selena had already received the award for Best Actress at the Cannes Film Festival for her performance in Emilia Pérez. This early recognition validated her talent and paved the way for the success that was to come. The Golden Globe nomination was just the icing on the cake, confirming that Selena Gomez had become a force to be reckoned within the world of acting. The news was already good, excellent even. Selena Gomez, the star who conquered the world with her voice and charisma, was nominated for a Golden Globe for her performance in Emilia Pérez. The internet buzzed with the hashtag Selena Globo do Ouro, and fans celebrated every post, every comment, every demonstration of support for their idol. But what nobody expected was that the joy was about to double. While the dust from the first wave of celebrations was still in the air, a new announcement shook social media. Selena Gomez, to the surprise and ecstasy of her fans, had won a second nomination, this time in the category of Best Television Actress, Musical or Comedy, for her role as Mabel Mora in the series Only Murders in the Building. The reaction was immediate and explosive. The hashtag Selena Double Threat took over Twitter, and videos of fans in shock and joy multiplied on TikTok. The news was an undeniable recognition of Selena's versatility and talent. She wasn't just a successful pop singer, but also a talented actress, capable of moving between the deep drama of Emilia Pérez and the lighthearted comedy of Only Murders in the Building with the same ease. The nomination for Only Murders in the Building was particularly significant. The series, with its clever humor and captivating plot, had become a cultural phenomenon, and Selena, alongside Steve Martin and Martin Short, was one of the cornerstones of this success. Your portrayal of Mabel, a young artist with a mysterious past, was captivating and full of nuance. She balanced sarcasm with vulnerability, intelligence with insecurity, creating a complex and deeply human character. The dual nomination not only solidified Selena Gomez's status as a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood, but also placed her in a unique position in the race for the Golden Globe. She wasn't just competing with other talented actresses, but also competing with herself. The question hanging in the air was, which of Selena Gomez's two performances would win over the voters' hearts? Only time would tell the answer. But one thing was certain: Selena Gomez had already won. She had proven, once again, that she was a complete artist, capable of shining on any stage, on any canvas, in any genre. And her fans, proud and passionate, were ready to celebrate every moment of this journey. The buzz surrounding the Golden Globe nominations was still in the air when a certain silence became noticeable. Amidst the applause and celebrations, one question hung in the air: where was Lady Gaga? The singer, who had already shown her talent on screen in films like A Star Is Born and House of Gucci, was a strong contender to be on the list, especially for her performance in the controversial Joker. Folie à Dieu. Social media was divided. Some lamented the absence, arguing that Gaga had delivered a memorable performance, even in a film that polarized opinions. Others, less surprised, pointed to the mixed reviews the film received as a determining factor for its exclusion from the award. The truth is that, regardless of the reasons, Lady Gaga's absence left a void in the competition, depriving the audience of a direct confrontation between three of the biggest stars in pop music. Despite the felt absence, the glow of Ariana Grande and Selena Gomez did not dim. On the contrary, Selena's double nomination, added to Ariana's nomination, solidified the presence of pop music in the cinematic landscape. All eyes were now on the awards ceremony. Who would take home the coveted statue? Would it be Ariana, with her magical performance in Wicked, or Selena, with the dramatic force of Emilia Pérez and the comic charm of Only Murders in the Building? The competition was fierce, and the narrative unfolded like a modern fairy tale, where two pop princesses would face off on a different stage, not with microphones and songs, but with acting and characters. The countdown to the Golden Globe had begun, and the world eagerly awaited to witness the next chapter in this story. The rivalry, once musical, now extended to the world of cinema, promising a night of glamour, emotion, and, above all, great talent.